Hey guys, what's up? I am so excited to share with you guys a new Dior foundation. I usually do these foundation first impressions on Friday, but I couldn't wait, you guys. I am so excited to try this out. So today I'm going to be talking about the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is very, very new. You can find it on their website. I will link it below. And today I'm going to be trying it out with a sponge, with a brush. We're going to be doing a flash test. I'm going to be showing you how it looks throughout the day. We're going to wear it for like 12 hours, if not more. And I'm going to be swatching this one compared to some other foundations that match me. I'm going to swatch them on my arms for you guys. So this is really, really exciting. I am so excited. So before we get started, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified of all my future videos. Come join our family. It's just really, really fun here. Also, give me a big old fat like if you like first impressions, and if you have any foundation suggestions that you want to see from me, make sure to comment below. So I'm going to start out with my foundation matches. If you want to know what foundations match me, I have a huge list, high-end drugstore, down below in the description box. So if you're trying to shade match with me, make sure that you check the description box. Also, my skin type. I have normal to dry skin. I don't really have dry patches, but I do have dry skin, and I have a couple of like dark spots right here and right here, like little blemishes, and I have some discoloration here as well. I also have like a scar on this side that I usually like to cover up. So we're going to be seeing how much coverage this foundation gives us. We're going to be seeing what the company claims for the foundation. We're going to see if it's actually true. Is it true, Dior? Is it? So yeah, let's just get started. So on the box it says it's a professional performance, waterproof and sweat resistant, custom build foundation. It has a natural glow finish, and I got the shade 2WO. So it does come in 40 shades, and they have pretty good descriptions on each shade. For example, I got the shade 2WO, and this is too warm olive is what it is. So they basically say, you know, is it neutral, fair to light skin, what kind of undertone, stuff like that. So I did get the one with olive, warm olive undertones. And yeah, so this is what it says. The Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation is the Dior makeup artist's secret weapon to create an instantly flawless complexion with ultra buildable coverage. From a natural nude glow to a high coverage perfection. So you can go from an everyday nude to a really, really high coverage with this. It is supposed to have a natural finish, and it's supposed to be, oh, okay. And they have tips back here. So they say 3 ways to wear it. Light nude coverage, use your fingers to gently dab 1 layer of foundation. Medium coverage for 2 layers with a flat brush, and work from the center outwards. And then for full coverage, use a round brush and apply up to 3 layers of foundation in circular motions. Okay, very, very interesting. Yeah, and it's supposed to be waterproof and sweat-proof. So let's put this to the test. I'm gonna try it on one side with a sponge and on the other side with a brush, and we're gonna see how it goes from there. All right, so let's put on this headband so my hair is out of the way, because my hair is crazy today. Okay. So I'm going to be trying the foundation out. I think it's a pretty good match. Sponge on this side, brush on this side, and we shall see if my BH V12 does a good job. If not, I'll get one of the round ones that they say and buff it that way. We'll see. So I'm gonna shake this up really, really well, and I'm gonna first apply some primer, and the primer I'm gonna use is the Too Faced HangOverRX primer. I'm just gonna use this all over the face. It's supposed to have a like a luminous glow, natural glowy finish, so it should be perfect if you have dry skin. Like, it shouldn't be drying on the skin at all. It doesn't have a pump, it just has like this squeezy tube. Let me put it straight on my face like that because I gotta clean it up now. So here we go. This is the LA Girl sponge. Yeah, that's like a perfect match for my skin. Like, absolutely perfect. If you have the same skin as me, this is a perfect match. It has like a fragrance to it, like a perfumey smell. Wow, that really does look like natural skin. That looks beautiful on the skin. Yeah, this looks so skin-like. If you like natural, like it looks like your skin, this is freaking gorgeous. And it's already dried down. So I'm gonna try to do one more layer. Or actually, let's just go to the other side. I love the bottle. It has like the soft touch on the bottle. And it still feels like luxurious and looks luxurious, even with it being like a soft, like squeezy tube bottle. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetic brush and see if you can get a medium coverage at least. Yeah, it has a perfume smell. It's not obnoxious. It smells good, but just be aware if you're sensitive to smells or if you're pregnant, it's probably would not be for you. Even though it's so beautiful and natural, it would look so good if you were pregnant. I like it better with the sponge. I like it better because it looks more natural and more skin-like. But maybe if I add coverage with the brush and then go in with the sponge just to get it to sink into the skin better, maybe I can get the coverage with the brush and then just get the finish, natural skin-like finish with the sponge. Okay, so I definitely think it gave me medium coverage. I don't think it's completely full coverage because I can still see my darkness here. So we'll have to add another layer and see. I'm going to try and add another layer to the sponge side and see if I can make it medium coverage. Whoa, a whole lot. Yeah, I definitely think it builds. It's definitely a good building one because it's building really beautifully on itself. I mean, like, I feel like it did a good job of taking care of my little guy down here. So this is the Morphe Y7 brush. I'm gonna try to do one more layer and get it to full coverage. Just a light layer though. Let's just see. Let's see if it gives me full coverage. Interesting. Interesting. It did. Did you see that, guys? How I thought it was going to take off foundation from underneath, but it didn't. It just smoothed over and it gave me that extra coverage right there. Huh, maybe using a round brush does make a difference. This is the first time that their tips, that a foundation company's, a brand's tips on the box actually work. They're actually effective. Wow, I really like that. I like the finish. It looks really beautiful and skin-like and natural, and it matches. It's probably the best matching foundation I own. All right, I'm super excited. We're starting off on a really good note, which is good because this foundation is $40. I don't know if I mentioned, it's $40. But I think it's totally worth it if it looks this beautiful all day long. Okay, so I'm gonna finish. This side is set already, but this side I'm gonna give it a moment to set. Then I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be back and I'll show you how the foundation looks after I've applied my makeup. But you can kind of see it looks gorgeous right now. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup and I'll try to go really quickly. On my eyes, I just have the Modern Mattes palette, just all the browns. For my blush and bronzer, I have the BH Cosmetic Nude Blush Palette and the Contour Palette from BH Cosmetics. I will link everything down below. For my highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. That's what's giving me that glow. And for my lips, I'm using a mix mostly of the AOA Wonder Matte. This one is in the shade Doll. That's mostly what I have on. And then I have on the very center Crush by AOA as well. I will link them off down below. These are only $1, you guys. These are gorgeous. And I did set my whole face with the Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed in Translucent, because I didn't want to mess with the color. I wanted to really see how the color was throughout the day and make sure it's a really good match, which I think it pretty much is, but I wanted to see that, you know, I didn't want to mess with it with a powder. So that's basically it. That's everything I have on my face. My lashes, in case you are wondering, are these Amor US eyelashes in number 30. I'll link it down below. I got them off of eBay. There's like a specific seller I always go to, and they're like $2 or $3 or something like that. And these are just gorgeous. I'm gonna go get more. These were difficult to put on, but they are lovely. Anyways, so I put on all the makeup. This is how the foundation looks. I really like it. I think it looks very natural and very skin-like for how much coverage it's given me. It's not sinking into any of my lines on my forehead, which is my problem area. It covered all of my dark spots, which is hard to do, and my blemishes, and it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing makeup. It just looks really smooth and it looks natural. It doesn't look glowy. It doesn't look, obviously because I powdered it, it doesn't look glowy or too matte. It just looks natural, very, very skin-like. So I'm really, really excited because I've been wanting a foundation like this that you can wear on light coverage days, that you can build coverage that looks natural and that matches me spot on. I think that their undertones are very, very nice and very good. So I'm really excited that it does that. I mean, it looks so beautiful on top of the skin. So it does say it's sweat resistant and it says that it's waterproof. So we'll see throughout the day. I mean, it's hot. It's hot and muggy, so we'll see how it lasts. We'll also see if it's transfer resistant, because I kind of have a thing with foundations transferring onto my kids' clothing. I do not like that. So we'll see how it lasts. So I'll be checking with you guys at the 5-hour mark and then at the very end of the night. And at the 5-hour mark, we will talk about the flash test. And yeah, I'm really excited. So because I forgot to show you guys the swatches on my hand earlier, we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna swatch this foundation compared to some of my other foundation matches, and we'll swatch it on my arm and we'll see how it looks, and then I will basically check in with you guys in 5 hours. Here I have the Dior in 2WO. Here I have the NARS Radiant in Vanuatu 3.5. This here is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in Medium Sand. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 220. This is the Revolution Foundation Drops in F10. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 205. Oh my gosh, it's raining so much, and I literally like forgot that I was filming a first impressions. So it's been like 6.5, almost 7 hours, and I forgot to check in. Anyways, guys, it's raining like crazy, so it's super humid, but the foundation is actually holding up really, really well. It's not too glowy on my nose or on my chin or anything, or my forehead or anything, which usually happens when it's really humid. But it just looks really good. It looks a little weird around my nose, but a lot of foundations do tend to do that. And it hasn't settled in any forehead lines. It looks really smooth and it's maintaining its coverage. So I still really, really, really love it. I don't think that next time I would do 3 heavy layers and not put a spray, because I definitely think that you should spray if you're gonna do full coverage, because it looks like a full coverage foundation. But it still looks as natural as a full coverage foundation could possibly look. And it just looks really beautiful. It looks really, really beautiful. I don't know what's going on here. I just didn't blend that well, I think, because this side looks flawless. But I'm really liking the foundation. It looks so good. I'm so impressed. And then after looking at those swatches that I previously showed you, this foundation has the best undertone that I have found. All those other foundations just look odd next to that one. It's like that one looks the most true to what someone's undertone would be, or what mine is, as you can see. Like, it just matches me so beautifully that it just went up like 5, 10 spots ahead of all the other foundations as far as my favorites go, that this might just be my foundation favorite. I don't know, it's going up there because the color is so spot on. I'm super, super impressed. So impressed. So with that said, for 7 hours this looks amazing. Let's look at the flash test. The flash test, again, is just phenomenal and gorgeous. The only thing giving me flashback is my highlighter. Everything else looks beautiful. I could see why this is claimed to be like the runway or the makeup artist like favorite or whatever they claim on their website, because it really does look so flawless and beautiful and skin-like and plumpy and not textured at all. I recently got a comment from one of you guys saying, how do you get your foundation to look not textured, like to look beautiful? Seriously, sometimes it's foundations and sometimes it's primers. In this case, it's the foundation. It just looks so smooth and so beautiful, because I could definitely look like cake face really easy. Oh my gosh, like as I'm looking at the flash, and flash is not forgiving, it just looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this foundation so far, you guys. We'll see how it looks at the very end of the night. But I give it a big thumbs up already. Like, I am super impressed. I know I say that about a lot of foundations, but this one is like, if the other foundations that I said I'm super impressed are like an 8, this one's like a 10 impressed. Like the color, the coverage, the smoothness, the finish of it, the flash test, everything is just hitting like 10, 10, 10, 10. Anyways, I'll check back with you guys at the very end of the night and we'll see how the foundation looks at that time. Okay, so it's 10:20. It's been about 11.5 hours that I've wore the foundation, and it looks so good. It still has medium coverage, so it hasn't really lost that much coverage, and it still looks pretty good. Just around my nose looks a little funky, and I'm so impressed with my forehead and how it didn't settle into any of those fine lines in there. And I just love how smooth it looks, and my skin just looks beautiful and smooth. This side of my face definitely rubbed off a lot faster than the Beauty Blender side. That's kind of weird. No, not Beauty Blender, but the LA Colors sponge. Like this side really went into my skin like with the sponge, but with the brush it kind of like sat on top of my skin and it looks a lot faded. I know I did lay on that side, and I've been like touching my face like nobody's business today. I don't know what my deal was. I kept forgetting I was testing a foundation, so I kept like touching my face and rubbing up my eyes, and I'm surprised I still have my lashes on. But besides that, I haven't noticed it transfer on any of my kids' clothing, and that's kind of like a big thing that I've been paying attention to. Did it transfer on anyone's clothing? It hasn't transferred, and so I'm really impressed. I love it. I think it has a really good, amazing lasting power for a foundation that is very sheer, and it was built up to a full coverage. So it surprised me first off that it was sheer, and that it could be built all the way up from sheer to full coverage. And it surprised me, for being a originally sheer foundation, how long it's lasted on top of my skin. I'm like really impressed, and that it hasn't sunk into any of my lines on my forehead, and it looks really good. And I feel like it's kept its level up, like it's kept its finish throughout the whole day. It didn't get overly glowy, even though it was humid and rainy outside and we went outside. It didn't get super glowy. It kind of kept its natural look on the skin, and I think that the sponge side is my favorite side. And this is even using a primer that I love. Like, I love that primer, but lately I've been loving priming oils, so I'm gonna try it with a priming oil next. And even without using a priming oil, which I've been obsessed with lately, it's still like, it looks really good. So I don't know, I give it a big thumbs up, like seriously big thumbs up. I know I say that a lot, but this is like a 10 out of 10 foundation. I really like it. So yeah, you should try it. There's 40 shades, so you can't go wrong. But I hope you guys enjoyed my first impression videos. Give me a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.